Earlier in the afternoon, we had arrived at Orgonon, home of the Wilhelm Reich Foundation, near Rangeley, Maine. We'd come in a rented van from our vacation spot on the East Coast. Not only had I been interested in Wilhelm Reich for some time, but I also had formulated an idea for doing a video based on the Orgonon experiment, which had been carried on in the early 1950s at Orgonon. We were greeted by a young docent.
Hi. Welcome to Orgonon. Are you here for a tour?
Yeah.
Okay, the tours take 30 minutes and it starts with a slideshow. You can take as much videotape as you want on the grounds and from the roof, but there's none allowed in the building.
Okay,
follow
Thanks
me.
a lot.
Even though I was disappointed that I wasn't going to be able to get any video inside of the Institute building, I kept shooting right up the steps until we got to the door of the Institute, because I figured I mostly needed exterior shots anyway. I stopped recording while we took the tour, but once we got on the roof, at the encouragement of the docent, I started shooting video again. Then when we turned around to go back inside, I let the camera keep recording. Unfortunately, the docent noticed that the red light was on my camera. I acted embarrassed, turned it off, and left. My daughter stayed behind to use the restroom, and when she came back to the car, she told me about a conversation she had overheard.
Madame Lang?
Oh, yes.
There's a man, I was giving him a tour, and his camcorder light was on, and I think that he's taking videotape in the museum. And we were up on the roof, and he was shooting, and then when he came back in, his video recorder was still on. And so I told him, your recorder's on, and he said, oh, I wasn't aware of that, but...
He didn't identify himself?
No, they came in for a tour, a family, they came in for a tour, and then...
Yes, but he was not supposed to shoot.
No, and I said, there's no videotaping in the museum, and you're not supposed to.
I think we should report it immediately to Mary. Please, would you kindly give me Mary? Mary, the young docent just reported that there's a man on the roof with a videotape, and she thinks that he's quite suspicious. I better give the telephone to her, and she will report to you what she saw.
Miss Higgins, there's a man in the museum who's taking videotape. Yeah, I told him he wasn't supposed to, but his light was on, and he said he didn't know, but I think he's just acting really suspicious, and I think he's filming in the museum. Okay, we'll try. All right, thanks, bye.
She will be over, yes?
She's coming right over, and we're just supposed to stall him until she gets here.
We will do that.